Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the British Touring Car and Support Championship on Project Cars 2. This is the Clio race of round 5 of our championship, getting ready to start here at Snetterton 300. And we're away. Bidzster on pole from TY, but TY gets a good start, and so does Cyrex. Cyrex gets a blinding start from the second row. Blakeney's a good start as well alongside Neil Farmack. So into the first corner we go. James Deluxe is in this one because he got disconnected in the last one. So James Deluxe back in this one for Team Red, so both Team Red cars on track. Bidzster, will he go for a move on TY? TY defends into the Montreal hairpin, no way around there for Bidzster. Meanwhile, everyone else folds in. Callum, a bit of contact there with Neil Farmack, but gets through, and that opens the door for Footman, who Footman takes advantage as well, I think. Is it Footman? Yes, Footman goes tries to go ahead, but can't quite make it. So round the third corner we go, down towards the Agostini hairpin. Bidzster and TY side by side for the lead. TY defending the inside from Bidzster. Bidzster trying to go around the outside, he's lost it, he's on the outside. In contact with Cyrex, and Cyrex goes off. Cyrex spins off on the infield and goes round. So contact between those two there as we see Stevie and Azadar go through. Azadar takes 9th place. All gets a bit sideways on the way out. Stevie has a little look, but no way through there. Meanwhile, Stacker at the back having a go at Growly Bear. So the inside of Growly Bear, but no way through there. Meanwhile, Cyrex trying to get back round. Stevie's drifting round Williams, and onto the back straight we go. So back towards the leaders then. TY 7/10 out of Bidzster there, so Bidzster's fallen back there after that incident with Cyrex, which we'll get a replay on after the first lap's done. So TY into the chicane, very good through there. Bidzster through there as well. Everyone else, Callum sideways and on two wheels. Oh, and Azadar exit stage left as well. Azadar messes up the braking point. Again, a very hard car to control under the brakes as Footman, Blakeney and Callum are very close. We'll try and get to that battle there. Footman up the inside of Blakeney. These Clios ever the dangerous car to drive, but blooming good action as we go into the chicane. Callum drifts round. So not the chicane, the last corner, and we'll get my words right. So Blakeney goes out of that corner and Footman gets a good run, and Footman gets slightly ahead there, so Footman well done there. Keith meanwhile is under pressure from Cyrex. TY is 1 second ahead of Bidzster up front, so TY ahead at the moment. Meanwhile, this battle for 5th place is still on. Footman with Blakeney right behind him, and Neil Farmack closing in as well, going in for the kill. Going up the inside into the Montreal hairpin, onto the brakes. He might even get 2 birds with 1 stone here, but hits Footman in the side. Bang! Hits him, goes through, and Keith getting hit by Stevie there as well. It's chaos here, but brilliant stuff. Close as you like racing. But Neil sportingly lets Footman go back through, so well done to Neil. As Cyrex loses it in the background. Cyrex lost control of the car there in the background. Oh, brilliant stuff. As we go down to the Agostini hairpin, I can't fit those replays in yet, but we might do at some point. As we go down to the Agostini hairpin, Neil Farmack drifts round. Blakeney goes up the inside. Keith, Stevie's trying to get through. Keith blocking it off. Oh, brilliant stuff. Phenomenal racing. As we look back up the leaders then, 4/10 of a second between TY and Bidzster when the camera decides to change. There they go. Through the Williams corner, onto the back straight. Meanwhile, Neil Farmack on 2 wheels, still keeping Blakeney and Keith and Stevie at bay. Oh, brilliant stuff. So we'll just quickly fit those replays in now. One on board with Cyrex to see what happens between him and Bidzster. So into the corner we go, they're side by side in front. Bidzster's on the right, he's gone wide, he's coming back across, and then couldn't really do anything there. Hits Cyrex in the side. Bidzster was sideways there as we were trying to recover, so not really anyone's fault really. Cyrex had to go to the inside, and Bidzster just lost control and contact was made. Okay, here's a replay of what happened at the chicane. So see those cars went through a shot there. Watch on the far left of the picture. So Callum comes up here and then slides the car in, loses control of the car, hits the sausage curb with the front right wheel and goes right up on 2 wheels and just about holds onto the car. So well done there from Callum. Good car control. Everyone else constantly teaming up. You see Azadar Blade there losing control of the car under brakes also. As we look there, and if you look more in the background as well, you'll see Stacker coming up in the other Clio, and he's about to lose control of the car as well on the inside. There we go, that's just the front end of the car being heavy, the back end of the car being light. Takes out the foam marker board for the corner name, and then rejoins the race in last place. Here's a replay from on board with Blakeney now, see what happened with Neil and Footman. So look here at the inside, we're closed upon Footman, almost contact. Neil's on the inside, little tap to Footman, and then everyone else goes through. It all gets a bit close here. We see a red car trying to get down the inside of us, that's Cyrex, and then we all go through here, and then Neil Sporting lets Footman back through. Here's a replay on board with Cyrex on coming out of that corner into the next corner, so watch what happens here. Stevie, he tries to go to the inside of Stevie, and Stevie just shuts the door and comes across on Cyrex, but again Cyrex was going for a bit of a gap that was going to be a bit questionable, but again Stevie could have left more room, so I call that one 50-50. So as we come back from them replays, TY in first position, Bidzster right behind him, so putting the pressure on. Oh, TY's lost it into the chicane, no! And oh, lucky escape there for Bidzster, who just saw it. James Lux has to go through the smoke. TY's gone off, rejoins there in third place, so unlucky there for TY. Meanwhile, this group's coming up and Footman's gone off. Footman's gone off, that gives 5th place to Neil, and Footman drops all the way down to 9th place. Unlucky there for Footman, there he goes, and we've got Cyrex off in the background. This Clio very front heavy and also front wheel drive, so and the rear end is very light, so it's very hard to control, especially when you're braking and turning at the same time. Meanwhile, Azadar, Blade and Stacker are very close together as well. That could be a good little battle to watch as Azadar looks for the inside. Stacker says no way Jose, as Stevie and Blakeney are side by side now down the straight. Close stuff here, and we've got Keith and Footman side by side just behind. Fantastic race in this, down towards Richards, the first corner, and we've got Blakeney on the inside, goes through sideways in front of Stevie and loses control. Blakeney goes off, and Keith has gone back to 9th as Footman goes back up. Will he have a go at Stevie into the hairpin? Oh, he gives it a go, but Stevie defends at the last minute. Brilliant stuff. Blakeney is still in front of Keith, and meanwhile Cyrex there in 10th. Stacker is ahead of Growley, and Azadar has gone back to 13th, so Azadar goes backwards here, so unlucky there for Azadar Blade. Meanwhile, Blakeney and Keith, a good battle here as well. Stevie and Footman are close together as well. Some brilliant battles in this race. Down towards the Agostini hairpin, no change there for them two. Will Keith have a go at Blakeney? No is the answer so far, but it looks like he might get a good run out of the corner, but still Blakeney trumps him on that as well. So brilliant stuff here. These Clios always provide close action. It's such a shame that we've heard that the Renault Clio Cup will come to an end at the end of 2019, which is so unfortunate because it is a brilliant series, but unfortunately it's for some reason, which I don't know what the reason is, but for some reason it is ending, which is so sad, but I suppose that's the way things go sometimes. But Keith still pressuring on behind Blakeney, still looking for a way round. No way round as of yet. Meanwhile, Growley and Azadar are close together near the back there, practically side by side. Growley must have made a mistake. Azadar's going to pass him under power, and there we go. Oh, trouble ahead. Stevie's lost control. Blakeney's going to go up the inside now into the bomb hole. Into the bomb hole we go. Stevie leaves room. Keith thinks, ooh, I might have a little stab here as well, but no way through there. So Blakeney goes through. Stevie, he's got to be careful not to leave the door open too much, otherwise Keith will be in there like a duck to water. So as they go around Coram, in towards Murray's a very hard braking point. You've got to stop the car from sliding, under brakes, round the corner. Everyone cleanly through there. Keith lost a bit of speed there. Stevie with a very good run on the back of Blakeney now. Flashing his lights saying, I'm coming for you. It's me. Hello. So watch out, watch this space as TY and James Deluxe up front have swapped places. So TY into 2nd place again. James Deluxe back down to 3rd. Callum in 4th. Neil 5th. Footman 6th, and then these two for 7th as they came in contact. Bang off at Richards. Oh no. Contact's made. Cyrex just about gets through without any contact as well. Oh, amazing stuff there. Don't know what happened, but we'll get a replay. What happened to Stevie and Blakeney, and so Blakeney loses it onto the entry of the corner, loses it. Stevie tries to go on the outside, then as Blakeney rejoins, not really in full control of the car, hits Stevie, both go off into the wall, spin round. Cyrex very lucky to avoid them there, but we'll just get some onboard shots. From Stevie's point of view, so we're going down to Richards. Blakeney goes into the corner, watch the rear end just slide out, loses control. We go to the left, and Blakeney comes back on and then hits us in the side. Bang! I don't think Blakeney was still in full control of the car though, so I'm not really going to put any blame on that. It was just a racing incident. So after that chaos, we come back. Growley Bear in 13th, Azadar 12th. So they're the guys at the back. But still, anything could happen in this race, as we've seen. So TY round Hamilton. James Deluxe not letting him go though. Bidzster still got a good lead up ahead. TY's on the grass. Oh, very close, and he's got to scrub off the speed now. Just about gets that car stopped into the Oggy's hairpin, so well done to TY there. Good car control, but again just a bit ragged by TY as well, so he's just got to watch out for that. As we look back at Neil Farmack, and he's closing up on Callum now, so Neil Farmack's on the move. Closing up to Callum, 2:04.9 last time round. If you look on the top left of your screen, you can see the lap times in the white writing in the middle. You've got Callum 2:06 there, and you've got Neil, the one that's highlighted there, 2:04.9. So well done to Neil, the fastest lap of the race so far. Into the corner we go though, and he's just about lost it on the way in, but oh, good recovery as we go through there. So Bidzster in the lead then, commanding lead so far, 2.5 seconds ahead of TY, but TY is on the move again. So he's got to watch out for that as he slides his way through the last corner, and TY and James Deluxe do the exact same as Callum follows with Neil closing as well, so don't want to make any mistakes. Callum, otherwise you'll have Neil right on your back. As there's Footman, Cyrex in 7th, Keith in 8th, a bit more spread out now, but Stevie and Blakeney are on it again, they're together again. Stevie looking for the inside, but no way through there, just trying to pressure Blakeney into a mistake. Both cars looking very second hand, so going down to Murray's into the braking zone. Stevie closes up under brakes, very sideways, but he's got that corner nailed down to a T, because look at the run he's got on Blakeney here. He's got that last corner really sussed out as Stevie, but Blakeney now is going to have to go on the defence, so Blakeney should go to the right to defend, but unless Stevie's going to go to the right and go for a way through, he's practically pushing him now. He's that close. Into the first corner we go. Both cars cleanly through there this time. Down towards the Montreal hairpin. I don't think Stevie's close for a lunge. Not yet. Blakeney still stays ahead as we've got Stacker being closed down by Arzadar Blade. Good showing by Stacker and Growly Bear, even though they are 11th and 12th, 11th and 13th, sorry, respectively. Stacker goes a bit wide there, makes a mistake, and Arzadar Blade goes through. But still, Stacker new to the championship, new to LPB racing, but still doing very well. Same for Growly Bear as well. Growly Bear new to this, but he'll get good in time. As Stevie and Blakeney, oh, very close into the Agostini hairpin. Oh, closest you like through there, but luckily both drivers giving each other racing room, which is what you need to do. Callum and Neil are still about half a second apart. You'll see Neil as the camera pans out in a minute, or you'll see it when they go on to the next camera. Neil will not be far away. There he is. See the green car behind us. Callum's lost it into the chicane over the sausage curves, and bang, hits Neil, but Neil luckily just about gets away with that. That could have been a hell of a lot worse. Callum's going to wait now for a gap. You've seen Footman go through, now he's rejoining, so well done to Callum there. Good sensible rejoining the track there. The Cyrex might just be able to get him as he gets up to speed, but I'm not sure, will he or will he not. As we go down towards Coram, I don't think he's going to make it, so Cyrex closes in behind Callum. So Callum again just making a few little errors in that car, but still he's doing very well. To say it's his first championship race on a wheel, he's doing very well indeed. There's TY now and Neil Farmack close together in 3rd and 4th positions. So TY's gone backwards, he's made a few mistakes again. James Deluxe is the one that's close to Bidzster now, 2 seconds to Bidzster, but Bidzster there still in the lead, coming around the Montreal hairpin and coming out of it. There he goes. As we look back, and oh, TY's off! TY straight off. He's mowing the field somewhere. I don't know whereabouts that is. I think that might be near the hairpin somewhere, but he's off at Richards, the first corner, so something major's happened to TY there. So we'll get a replay on what happened there. What happened to TY then? So the first bit of what happened to TY is we come round Coram, just loses control going round Coram, a very strange spin indeed, and then gets the car spun round and pointing back in the right direction. And now here's the second part of what happened to TY. So into Richards we go, into the corner, back end steps out, we try to control it, and then it flings the car the other way, and now we're off into the barrier, off into the fields, and then we find ourselves trying to rejoin the track. We end up mowing a bit of lawn, and then returning back onto the track while adjusting some of the advertisements at the same time. So as we come back from looking at TY in the hedges, we'll go back to our leader, Bidzster. There he is. First place, 2.6 seconds ahead of the field so far, but still James Deluxe is the man behind him, so one mistake could make James Deluxe a hell of a lot closer, but you still never know. Footman and Neil then into the Agostini hairpin. Footman 3rd, Neil 4th, still quite close. Again, one mistake could change the order. Cyrex now with Callum behind him, and then TY after that faux pas goes back down to 7th place. So Blakeney and Stevie are still at it. They've been scrapping all race. And Stevie gets a good run out of here, and he's going to go side by side into Hamilton. He's not going to try and stick with it, surely. Oh, he just has to give way at the last minute. Blakeney goes through. Oh, we've got a car off. That's TY. TY really suffering in this one. Oh, Stevie and Blakeney. Contact there. But at least the camera had swapped. But there we are. Blakeney stays ahead. So Blakeney ahead of Stevie. So Blakeney goes ahead. So a good little scrap here between these two. As always, Footman is being harassed now by Callum, but also he is harassing Cyrex. So lap 6 out of 7. Through the bomb hole we go. Footman gets a good run. He's going to go side by side into Coram. This is a very, very brave corner to go side by side in. Oh, and he just backs off. Clearly don't feel that brave. But down in towards Murray's now. Got to get the car straight for braking. You don't be too sideways, otherwise it can really get fun. Oh, Cyrex slides the car around. Footman gets a good line as well. As they go out that corner, Footman in the draft now of Cyrex to see if he can get past. Down the straight. Onto the last lap of this race then. 7 of 7. In towards Richards. Footman looks out. Looks for a move. Darts back in. Just trying to put the pressure on Cyrex by moving his car around, and it is working. Cyrex has made a mistake. Footman closes right up. He goes to the inside for the dive into the Montreal hairpin. Last chance to get past. Into the hairpin we go. Cyrex closes the door on Footman, but Footman's up the inside, and side by side out the corner we go. Footman on the outside in the blue car just about gets through on traction. Good stuff there. Very good racing. This is exactly what you can expect from the guys in LPB racing. All good stuff. Very close, very entertaining, and it couldn't be better than that. Very good stuff there. Callum waiting in the wings for any other mistakes to happen as you go down to Agostini for the last time. Into the hairpin. Footman goes a bit wide there. Cyrex closes up, but no way through. Got to be a bit more patient now. Next mistake could be Hamilton or Oggies, so you never know. Down into Hamilton, but Footman goes a bit wide there. Cyrex looks for a way through. Will he go for the dive into Oggies? No, he won't. So into the hairpin, out through, and then needs to go through this Williams kink here, through the right-hander at Williams, down onto the back straight we go. And then down towards the Brundle chicane for the last time as Bidzster comes through. He's through the chicane already into the bomb hole, down towards Coram. Bidzster in control of this race so far, and he's been in control for most of the race. Down through Coram, into Murray's for the last time. Nice, and slides through there. Bidzster's going to win the race. James Deluxe is probably going to end up being second. Neil third. Has anything changed in that battle yet? No, is the answer. Oh, Footman's gone backwards. Footman's gone back to 6th place. But Bidzster wins the race. Bidzster wins the race. Well done to Bidzster. Bidzster wins. So still keeps his clean sweep going for the Ginettas and Clios. James Deluxe finishes second, even though a disappointing disconnection in the first race, but that'll put a smile back on his face. Neil Farmack in 3rd place. Good job there by Neil, consistent as always. Cyrex holds off Callum at the end to finish 4th. Callum, he comes home in 5th, flashes lights, he's happy with that. Footman goes back down to 6th on the last lap. We'll get a replay on that quickly. Okay, here's the second thing that happened to Footman, so we're on board with Cyrex. He's losing the back end of the car into the chicane, and unfortunately exits stage left and rejoins in 6th. As we come back from that, Stevie comes across the line then. Stevie comes across the line in 7th place. Well done to Stevie. And Blakeney there just about gets around that corner there in 8th position. TY really struggling with that car. He struggled with the Ginetta and this car. Hopefully he'll have more luck in the touring car race. But in the Clios, he finishes in 9th place. Keith finishes in 10th. Stacker comes home for 11th place. Well done to Stacker there. Good, clean, consistent race by him. Arsenal Blade comes across the line in 12th. Still struggling a little bit with that car. And Growly Bear will round off the 13. Again, you've got to be consistent to get the points. So well done to Growly Bear for finishing the race. So we'll just get those points in for you now. Okay guys, let's take those results then. So Bidzster was the winner again in that one, so he keeps his clean sweep up in the Ginettas and the Clios. He wins the Clio race. Then it was James Deluxe in 2nd place. Neil rounds off the podium in 3rd as we switch over the page. Then it's Cyrex in 4th. Callum finishes in 5th. Footman 6th. 7th is Stevie from Blakeney in 8th place. TY finishes in 9th. Keith is 10th. 11th is Stacker. 12th is Arsdale Blade. And 13th is Growly Bear. So as we come back from those points then, there's your winner, Bidzster in the blue Clio. Here we go, there's his car. So Bidzster wins this one, and we'll see you for race 3, which is the touring car race. Take care, guys.